Well, hello. It's certainly been a while. The last time you saw me, I was getting ready for a Taylor Swift concert, and I'm so sorry. It's taken so long to post a video. But I've been very busy and not feeling the best the last couple of months, and I haven't really had the spoons to make a video. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But I'm here now because if you are on TikTok, you probably know that there is this, like, I guess, like, phenomenon going on, I guess, or like trend or whatever, where we are seeing that apparently men think about the Roman Empire like a lot. So it's like people asking their partners, their brothers, their like cousins, dads, grandpas, uncles, whatever, asking them how often they think about the Roman Empire, and apparently it's more than you would think. It's like way more than you would think. And I don't think about the Roman Empire that much, and maybe that's because I'm not a cis straight man. But you know what? I do a lot of thinking. So, today I want to talk about some of the things that are my Roman Empire. Some things that I think about a lot that a lot of people probably wouldn't think about. I think the first thing that I did want to talk about was the Salem witch trials. I think about the Salem witch trials a lot, especially I think right now in September, it's turning fall. I'm getting into spooky season, and what's spookier than 20 people being murdered under the guise of them being suspected to be practicing witchcraft. It was in like the 1600s in Salem, Massachusetts. I think it was like 1649 in Salem, Massachusetts. 20 people died. It was the largest case or first case in the United States of mass hysteria. The Salem witch trials is what the Crucible is based off of. I think all of the characters in that book were real people. It's like the I saw Diddy Proctor with the devil. I think about the Salem witch trials so much, cause it's like that. It's kind of like it was mass hysteria. So it was like one person started talking about it, and then everybody else started talking about it, and then everybody else was talking about how they saw Goody Proctor with the fucking devil, bitch. It's one of those things where I'm very interested in it because I believe in witchcraft, and not in like the potion brewing with my cast iron cauldron in the basement with like the fucking like with like the big spoon, like not like that, but like using specific ingredients to manifest and bring in different things. So it's like their version of witchcraft in Salem, Massachusetts in the 1600s was very different than how I guess we would see witchcraft if you like know about pagan practices or like modern like witchcraft practices. I just think it's so interesting because another one of my big like Roman Empire things, I guess, is Paranormal Activity. Not the movie. Not the movie. But like the paranormal and like the supernatural and stuff like that. Like I think I've always been like such like a fucking like scaredy cat when it comes to like ghosts and shit. I can barely go down in my basement alone. I can't go into the back room at work by myself because it is so bad vibes, so bad juju down there. I can't go into the back room at work because there's such bad vibes. It's horrible. Things like ghosts and demons and hauntings, and I think another thing that really fuels that obsession that I have is like Buzz. Oop, was BuzzFeed Unsolved, is currently Ghost Files. I want a fucking not a EVP reader, a spirit box. I want a fucking spirit box. And you know what? They're only like $75 on Amazon. So if you see me doing a little bit of ghost hunting in the coming months, I don't know, I find it so interesting, and that with, like, how there's, like, and you know, like, people who, like, actually go on ghost hunting, like, expeditions and shit. Like, they go on, like, ghost hunting trips. Channels like Watcher and the BuzzFeed, like, the Unsolved Network, and, like, Sam and Colby, fucking Garrett Watts, back in the day, Shane Dawson, when they would all go, like, ghost hunting, I ate that shit up. And it scared the fuck out of me. Like, it's so interesting, because it's like, I believe in ghosts. I do. And as I've gotten older, I've been able to be a little bit more skeptical about it, but I still really do believe in these things. And another thing with, like, the paranormal and, like, supernatural that I am obsessed with is, like, cryptids and, like, urban legends and shit. I have recently, in my absence, picked up The Sims 4. I've been playing The Sims 4 for, like, over a year now, so I don't know why I'm just saying that I've been picking up The Sims 4. But while I play The Sims 4, I've been doing a little bit of time traveling back into my childhood, and I've been watching fucking Finding Bigfoot, like the Animal Planet Network show Finding Bigfoot. And it is, like, so crazy. I think shows like that, like the, like, ghost hunting, like Bigfoot tracking, like cryptid hunting shows, they are like, Finding Bigfoot is my Kardashians, okay? Because they are always fighting. It's like, and it's, I guess Finding Bigfoot would be one of my Roman empires too. Cause it's like, I don't know, it's like, I think about it so often. It's like, cause, like, that's, like, the show that I'm watching right now, and it's like, when people ask, oh, what show are you watching right now? It's like, everyone's gonna be like, oh my god, I'm watching season 2 of Heartstopper, or like, oh my god, I'm watching, The Summer Agent Pretty, or like, I'm rewatching Grey's Anatomy, or for, like, the 60th time. But I'm just like, oh yeah, you ever seen fucking Finding Bigfoot? It's fucking fly. Have you ever seen fucking Finding Bigfoot on Animal Planet? Me and my grandpa used to watch it. Me and my grandpa used to watch Finding Bigfoot so much. And then, oh my god, tying into like a fucking, like, monster hunting TV show, me and my other grandpa, we used to eat up river monsters. Are you kidding me? Do you fucking remember that show? Let me know if you fucking remember river monsters, because oh my god. Which ties into another one of my big Roman empires, the fucking ocean, bitch. Are you fucking kidding me? What do you mean the ocean? What do you mean the ocean? It's like, what is it, like an 85 or like 95% of the ocean hasn't been explored. We don't know what the fuck is at the bottom of the Marianas Trench. Fucking the Titanic, bitch. Well, that's not really, I don't think about that much. I haven't, I was for a little bit because of, like, the whole, like, Titanic submarine thing. But, like, I haven't, that's not, like, something, like, I think about all the time. The Bermuda Triangle, however. The Bermuda Triangle. I used to think that the Bermuda Triangle was so fucking scary. And I definitely thought as a child that it would be, like, a real big problem. I've never been on an airplane. I've never been on a boat. I've never left the borders of the United States of America. So what the fuck was I worried about? The closest I've been to the Bermuda Triangle was fucking Texas, bitch. It was fucking San Antonio, Texas. And guess what? It wasn't even a problem there. It was never gonna be a problem there. The ocean is so crazy to me. And one of the craziest things about the fucking ocean, we don't know what's down there, bitch. We don't know. Are you kidding me? We don't know? We live on this planet and we don't know what's on it? I think I do have a fear of, what's it called, thalassophobia or whatever, like a fear of, like, deep open water. I went on vacation in July. I spent a week swimming in Lake Eerie. Surprised I didn't come out with a disease. But anyway, that's besides the point. I didn't go past the rocks. I was maybe out past the rocks for like 3 minutes one day, and that was the farthest that I went out. Yeah, I swam for most of my life, but there is a big difference between swimming in a fucking chlorinated pool and swimming in open water where you can you cannot see the bottom because like fucking Eerie and it's fucking brown. Even being in Lake Erie not scared me. I wasn't like, no, that wasn't it. It was just like the fact that it's so big compared to me. And then thinking about how, I could throw up. Thinking about how little I am compared to Lake Erie. And then thinking about me compared to how little I am compared to the fucking ocean, bitch. No! Like, that's so scary to me. I think my big thing with the ocean is that it's like the fear of the unknown. I'm not that scared of sharks. I'd probably be a little nervous in open water around a shark. I'm not scared of sharks. Sharks are fucking cute. Are you kidding me? I love sharks. But, like, it's like the big shit at the bottom of the ocean that we don't know is down there. And it's like the giganticism is also it being really big. The, like, giganticism that happens in the ocean. And, like, how things can get so big. It's so interesting, and it's fascinating. And just, like, how, like, that stuff happened in general, like, during, like, the Ice Age and shit, like, way fucking back when, mineral runoff into the water allowed these things to get so much nutrients, and they grow, and they got huge. Especially in, like, the olden times, way back when things were huge, and it's just like so crazy, and like there's huge shit at the bottom of the ocean, and it's like there's like the fucking giant squid that lives down there, and it's like we can't even get all the way to the bottom. Nothing can get all the way to the bottom.
Nothing can get all the way to the bottom.
And if you don't think the ocean is crazy, then you're not paying attention. And if you don't think about and if the ocean doesn't cloud your mind and your judgment daily, then what are you doing with your life? You're not living. You're not living. If you're not scared of the ocean, you're not living. Let me tell you that. Another thing about the fucking ocean, I think about that like tube at the bottom of the ocean, like thick ass fucking tube. I'll put a picture of it. It's like full of like wires at the bottom of the ocean, and that's the fucking internet or whatever. It's like the internet cable at like the bottom of the ocean. Don't like it. Don't like that. How is that the internet? I don't know what the internet is. Dude, if you sat me down and asked me to explain what the fuck a Wi-Fi connection is, how Wi-Fi works,
bruh.
If you held me at gunpoint and asked me what is Bluetooth, I am shot at point blank range in the skull, in the back of the head, execution style. Are you kidding me? I don't know. It's so scary. I use the internet every day. I use Wi-Fi every day, Bluetooth every fucking day, and I don't know what it is. I don't know what this shit is. I don't understand computers. I don't understand how the fucking iPad I'm recording on works right now. I don't understand how my fucking phone works. I don't know how this works, and I use it every day. There's some other things that I think about a lot. True crime is another thing, which ties into, like, BuzzFeed Unsolved Network and, like, the Watcher Network now. It's, like, the Mystery Files and BuzzFeed Unsolved True Crime. The true crime was interesting, and that's how I learned about a lot of, like, my favorite true crime cases, like John Benet Ramsey and the Black Dahlia and, like, the Kennywood Cabin Murders or whatever. I think true crime is so interesting, especially unsolved cases, because it's like I get it, like, if you don't have enough evidence, yeah, but it's like a lot of the time, especially in like the true crime cases that BuzzFeed Unsolved covered, like more modern times, and not like 50s to like the 90s, kind of, it seemed like you could just pay off a fucking cop and they'd be like, we don't have enough evidence. Which is another thing that I could go into about how fucking, especially in America, the fucking justice system is so corrupt and, like, the police are fucked. And, like, I think about that a lot. That's another thing I think about is the justice system in America. But I wouldn't classify that as, like, a Roman Empire thing. I just think about that as something that is, like, a modern issue that plagues my mind. Guys, I think I'm running out of things to talk about, but I don't want to end this video on the note of how bad the United States government actually is and the justice system. And what's another thing that I think about a lot? Ooh, space! The final frontier, or whatever they say in Star Trek Wars. I don't know. Space is another thing that's like the ocean. Like, we don't know. There's so much space. Are you kidding me? That's so scary. We live in space. We are on a planet that is the correct distance away from the sun and somehow, for some reason, has the perfect environment to sustain life. And we have water, and we have food, and we have fucking oxygen, and like fucking carbon dioxide or whatever the fuck. And our planet can sustain life while we're surrounded by these other planets that have nothing, that are like barren. If you think that we are somehow like, if you think that somehow we on Earth are like the 1 in a billionth chance that like we are the only planet in all of space that has life and sustains life, you must be stupid and ignorant. If you don't think aliens exist, you're just dumb. I always used to be so scared of like an alien invasion. Like, they're gonna invade and they're gonna take over. But it's like, I feel like now, what the fuck would we have that the aliens don't? Probably fucking nothing. Everything that we have, they've probably had 1 billion times over. It's like they would have like zero interest in us, and they probably don't even know that they're aliens. They just like to us they're aliens, but to them they're just like whatever race they are. They probably are they do they see themselves as humans, or like do they like have like a different word for it? It's like, we'll never know because they're so far away. They're so far away, and we don't even know that they're out there, but they gotta be out there. They have to be, bro. I don't know if this is like a current Roman Empire, but like definitely when I was younger, one of the big things I thought about like constantly was the apocalypse, the end of days, the rapture, specifically the rapture, like the end of the world as told by the Bible, like. And maybe that's like my like religious upbringing, but I don't ever remember talking about the end of the world. I remember talking about the rapture and like Jesus' return, and that scared the fucking shit out of me. I was like 8 years old, laying up at night, scared that Jesus was gonna come back and that I was like gonna go to hell or something. Like the end of days is told by the Bible, like when the seventh seal is broken and the angel sounds his horns or whatever, and the sky opens up and the our Lord Jesus comes down and whatever. I don't know what they said in the Bible. Hold on, I kind of want to look this up now. Okay, so I couldn't find like exactly what I was thinking of. Like I can't find like the exact verse, and I'm also not really looking that hard. But but it's like the seventh trumpet, and like the sound of the seventh trumpet signals the third woe. This is the final trumpet and the final woe. The loud voices in heaven will say, the kingdom of the world has become the kingdom of our Lord and of his Messiah, and he will reign forever and ever. And that's like the seventh trumpet signals the end of the world, the final woe, the end of the world, and the rapture. When Jesus comes back and we all get sucked up into heaven or hell, depending on if you're like a little funky or not. I used to be so scared of the apocalypse and like the rapture specifically, and like Jesus coming back. And I still like looking at that. The Bible is kind of interesting. The more like supernatural aspect of the Bible because there's a lot of supernatural shit that goes on in the Bible. Like, and it's interesting to me, like angels and devils and like gods and goddesses, and like I guess like theology is something that I'm very interested in. Like biblically accurate angels I find so interesting. It's they're cool. Think of an angel normally. It's like a tall, fair skinned, like blonde, like in like a white dress, like long blonde hair and like wings and a halo, and they're like very like ethereal, right? But when you look at the different angels, like archangel, like a throne, seraphim, cherub, stuff like that, they're scary. They're kind of scary. But that, I think it's more like the medieval, like like the the artistic like representation, like the artistic interpretation of angels very much interests me. That is another thing that I think about a lot, is biblically accurate angels and how we describe them and how they look actually, instead of thinking about like how an how an actual, okay, I can show you right now. I have a mug that's is holding paintbrushes, but these are like cherubs, and like that's normally what you would think of when you think of a cherub, or if you're real fucked up, you think of the little green guys from Homestuck. It's like cherubs, it's like the face of a man with like the face of an eagle and an ox and a lion, and it has four wings and like bird feet or something. I don't know, like that's like what an actual cherub is. It's not a little naked baby with wings. And it's like the seraphim that are like eyes and wings, and the thrones that are like the golden rings of eyes, and like archangels that are like 18 feet tall, and like they're big as fuck. Not Saint Michael, Archangel Michael with like his fucking like flaming sword and his like 60 wings or whatever. It's like, it's so interesting how like they actually are, like as told in the Bible, and then how we envision them, kind of. And it's like in the Bible, every time an angel shows themselves, they're like, be not afraid. And it's like, I never understood, like when I was younger, we would do like the fucking story of Christmas, the story of Jesus' birth, like every Christmas Eve, and it's always like the angel of the Lord shone its light and onto the three wise men, and it's like, be not afraid. And it's like, if an angel looked how you would think an angel looked, you wouldn't have to say be not afraid every time you showed yourself. But it's like they're scary. Another thing that I think about often is medieval art, because I just think that that's silly. I just think they're kind of silly sometimes. So yeah, God, I've already been recording for 40 minutes. I did not think I was going to talk for this long, but things just kept popping up, and there are a lot of things that I could talk about, and a lot of things I could go into more detail about. So those were my Roman Empire thoughts, the things that I think about a lot more than you would think I would think about, or like a normal person would think about. Let me know if you also think about these things, and let me know if you want to see more videos like this where I just sit and talk, because I like talking. That was this video. Sorry it took me so long to get another video up. I hope to go back to my once a month posting kind of thing. Either like my once a month posting, or maybe even shoot for twice a month, maybe to keep myself, like, to keep going. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you again soon. All my linkies are down in the description. As you know, I guess I will see you in the next one. Bye!